It's been a long time since I've had a mouthwashing hoopla pop up in my radar. Mouthwashing could have been one of the most prolific and masterful horror pieces of its time if the dev team just stopped talking after it released. I don't know why you said it could have been one. It already is one. The last mouthwashing hoopla that I discussed was involving the artist that got harassed because they drew Anya in a really sexy way, even though Anya is a victim of sexual assault. She's also a fictional character, and all the developers did is to speak out against the people that harassed the artist. How dare they, right? But the issue doesn't just come from that Anya fan art. The issue comes from the developers making jokes out of the situation. The developers make this "he's sorry" meme out of Jimmy, the villain of the game who did all sorts of unspeakable things. This is very blatantly and obviously a joke. It's an insincere and desperate apology made with cutesy bubbly eyes to make it seem sympathetic. Anyone can tell that it's meant to be manipulative. They also made a cat plushie out of him. He's a fictional character, of course he gets a plushie. Itachi gets a plushie. He straight up massacred his whole entire clan. Under orders, but still. Kyubey gets plushies, and everyone wants to kill that creature on sight. This is nothing special. All making merchandise of highly controversial characters like this does is enable the losers who fawn over abusive fictional characters and excuse their every action because they're not real. I have no idea who these losers that you're talking about. They do exist, but their numbers are so minuscule that you really don't have to care about them. This is like being upset that people buy action figures of Jason Voorhees or make yaoi doujins featuring Toru Adachi. Making such a character into a cute cat plush contributes just as much to that reduction of their characters. No, it does not. I can totally separate Jimmy in the context of the events of the game and Jimmy in the context of a fictional character in the real world. If your view of G-Man from Half-Life is tainted because of the memes, that's not the meme's fault, that's entirely on you. Making him a silly cat undermines the whole game and starts separating it from commentary to a fictional game where unfortunate things ensue. Good, because that's what the game is. It's fiction where unfortunate things ensue. Stop looking at it as way more than that, because the more you do that, the more your brain stops working.